started. So hi, I'm Amber from Influencer Updates on Instagram, and I'm going to do a weekly update for the last 9 days and also a live Q&A where you can ask questions in the comment box at the bottom and I'll answer them at the end. And also just you can give feedback on the topics that I'm talking about, and yeah, we can all read that together. I'll just explain firstly why I forgot my live on Friday night. So my sister gave birth to her first baby earlier this week, and he is my nephew, of course, and it's just been such a whirlwind of a week, like going to visit her in hospital, and I've lost track of all the days. And then I woke up Saturday morning and I'm like, wow, I completely forgot to go live on Friday night, or last night. So yeah, here I am on a Sunday night. But I will start with the biggest news of the week, which is Tammy and Matt. So Tammy Hembrow and Matt Zukowski, they are officially engaged. So they have just got back from their holiday in the Maldives, and everybody was a bit suspicious about it. He had dropped a few clues on his pre-recorded podcast, Where's Your Head At? That's his podcast name, where Anna, his co-host, was asking him, or saying to him that like a set-up dinner that he had prepared was looking a bit engagement sort of style, and that he would have to word Tammy up in advance and say, you know, it's not an engagement. And then in the podcast, Matt was like, well, you know, never say never. It hasn't been long, but you never know. So that was my first biggest clue. Someone's writing here that Anna McEvoy is watching this, so hi. And sorry, it's just put me off. And yeah, so they did get engaged in the Maldives, as we all now know. So they have drone footage of Matt proposing to Tammy, and Tammy is very shocked and surprised and excited. And yeah, it's pretty cool that they've got that all on camera, of course. So he has proposed less than 3 months after their first date, which was the 2nd of September. It has now been more than 3 months since they've been dating, because they've waited maybe 2 weeks to announce it to all of us. But there's very mixed opinions on this. I'm in the camp that I'm very excited that they're engaged. Like, why not? I don't understand how being engaged is hurting anybody else. It's not a legal commitment like a marriage. It's engaged. It's fun. He bought her a ring, and now they're like excited and more in love, and they're going to be planning a wedding, and we get to watch all the wedding plans, and I'm so excited for that. And a few people are, you know, having a go at Tammy that it is her 3rd engagement and she's only 29, but do people expect her to never get engaged again? Like, yeah, it's unfortunate that her other 2 engagements haven't worked out, and maybe this one will, maybe it won't, and that's okay. I don't know why she gets so much hate about it. I think that it's really exciting, and yeah, like I said, I love that she's taking us along for the ride. So I can't wait to see more. And I'm wondering, I really want to see a close-up of the ring. I want to know the story. Like, is it a sponsorship deal? Like, did Matt buy the ring? I mean, yeah, I don't know. I want to know everything about the ring. So that is the update on Tammy and Matt for the week. The other big announcement, which has just come through, is that Jadé Tunchy and her husband, Lachie Brycki, they have announced that they are having a baby. So there has been quite a bit of speculation about Jadé being pregnant in recent weeks, being that her whole Instagram feed, if you go and have a look after this live, her whole Instagram feed lately, every single picture, she's covering her stomach. So she doesn't look visibly pregnant at all to anybody, probably but herself. But she's got her handbag over her belly, or like her hands, or she's been covering her belly for quite a few weeks now. So that has rang alarm bells. But yeah, that's really exciting. And also she has posted a very cute video of, you know, herself seeing the positive test and announcing it to Lachie, and it's just all a very lovely romantic video. And a lot of people are a bit funny about the video. So it's kind of similar to the Matt and Tammy situation, where, like, you know, people are thinking everything on social media is for show. Like, these videos are very, not over the top, but I suppose that compared to like real life reactions, they're very over the top. Like, I know personally when I found out I was pregnant, I was just like, oh, cool. Like, I was excited and everything, but I certainly wasn't crying. And I don't know, maybe that's just me, but yeah, not everybody, but a lot of people are sort of thinking these reactions are very much put on for social media. But that's what social media is. Like, it's meant to be a highlight reel. These people, it's their job to entertain us with their posts. So I think that it's a good thing. And I'll also just mention, back to Tammy and Matt, a few people are saying that Matt is love bombing Tammy by, you know, proposing so soon. But I'm in I have the thoughts that, like, when you know. Because when I met my husband on Tinder, this is a bit of a personal story. I met my husband on Tinder and we caught up a week later, and I moved in with him another week after that. So I moved in with him a week after we met in real life. And everybody at the time was like, you two are crazy. But when you know, you know. We just knew. And 7 years later, we are still together and now have 2 children and are married. So hopefully that's what happens for Matt and Tammy. All right, third update for the week. I've been doing quite a few public posts again, just because there's been these really big stories, and yeah, I'm really liking posting public again. So the Candy Shop Mansion is for sale. So apparently he's held onto that property for 20 years now, which is a very long time. And it has come out that he and his wife are having a baby boy next year. So they've decided to go with a change of lifestyle. They're selling up the mansion. They've deleted all their social media, which I'm really shocked by. Maybe it's an age thing as well. Like maybe they're just ready to not be doing that anymore. But I don't know. I've grown up with the Candy Shop Mansion. I think it's like an age thing. I'm 34 and it was always on A Current Affair. They used to run stories on the Candy Shop Mansion constantly. And Travers Beynon, he had like a vendetta against Tracy Grimshaw, and she'd be like out on the boat on the river filming his mansion. And yeah, it's been a bit of a thing across my life. He's like Australia's Playboy, what's it called? Hugh Hefner. But yes, he's selling his mansion. The photos look amazing. It's so incredible. It's on Hope Island in the Gold Coast. Next update. So the TikTok Awards, they were on this week, and the TikTok Creator of the Year for Australia and New Zealand was Indy Clinton. So I have actually been voting for her only because like I know her, I like her content, of course, and she won. So that's really cool. She is due with her 3rd baby very soon, so it's a pretty crazy time for her to be winning this and having to do like media appearances and things. I suppose she can't fly because she is so close to giving birth, and aeroplanes won't let you fly that close to due date. But luckily the TikTok Awards were in Sydney where she lives, and so were the media appearances. And I like that she thanked her husband and her 2 kids because they're a huge part of her channel, of course. I thought that was cute. And the biggest drama from the night was with Sopha Dopha. So the host, Tony Armstrong, he interviewed Sopha and he said to her, "How are you feeling? You look ecstatic and I'm pumped for you." And she goes, "Oh my God, Tony, stop flirting with me." And Tony was like, "I have a girlfriend. I hard launched her this week." And then Sopha was just like, "Oh," like everybody said it was very embarrassing for Sopha, and I get that it would have been embarrassing, but I don't think she meant he was flirting. I think she was just trying to be funny and it came off as her being serious. And yeah, it was just a bit of an awkward situation, but I thought it was really funny. She's very cute. She's only 19 as well, which I think a lot of people don't give her credit for. Like, it's very hard navigating life as a 19-year-old, especially in the public eye. 2 more updates. So Emmylou, she released an ebook this week. It is $9.95 and it is Christmas recipes. She has got a bit of flack for that, being that the recipes contain, this is apparently, I haven't actually seen the recipe book, but apparently the recipes contain pre-made ingredients such as like a pavlova, which the recipe includes like a pre-made pavlova shell from the supermarket, and also contains packet mixes, like packet mix cake or biscuits, I suppose. I'm not sure what, but yeah, people are saying like that's not a real recipe book. You're using prepackaged or pre-made ingredients. But honestly, $9.95 for an influencer's ebook, I think that is an absolute bargain. Usually influencers would charge like $49.95 or something. And also containing pre-made ingredients and packet mixes, that is my kind of recipe book. Like, I find making things from scratch is just so overwhelming, and I think that Emmylou is really onto something here with that sort of recipe book. There is also more talk about her apparent tax debt. So it has been mentioned in recent weeks that her company, Elephant Dinner Proprietary Limited, which owns the brand Emmylou loves, they have like appointed administrators or something, or they're in receivership, something to do with like reshuffling their debts. And there is rumours now that one of the debts is a tax debt, which is approximately $160,000. And yeah, I mean, if the ebook is a way to make back money for that debt, I don't see a problem with that. Isn't that a good thing that she's trying to make genuine income to pay her debts. Isn't that what we all do in life? Like, we go to work and we make money to pay off our mortgages. Like, I think that seems like a really normal, good thing that she's doing. And she would have to sell 16,000 ebooks to make back that tax debt. So I don't know how many she's selling. I'd be really curious to know of the numbers. If anyone's purchased it, please let me know in the comments. And the final update I've got here is Kat Clark. So she has, I guess, announced that she is going to be, or her daughter Déjà is going to be homeschooling as of next year. So her daughter Déjà is 12 and she's just about to turn 13. And Kat cited the reasons for homeschooling Déjà as the fact that they're traveling a lot, and she has been consistently bullied, and she wants her daughter to be happy and safe. So I think that all sounds really good. People are acting like homeschooling is not schooling, but she is still going to be schooling. Like, she's still going to be getting educated. She'll still have teachers that are like online. I grew up in a very small town, and I actually did a long distance education subject when I was in year 12. And I imagine that's what this will be, like long distance education. She'll be doing her education through. And I personally really loved it. And I loved that I could go at my own pace. And yeah, like, there was definitely support. And I imagine that is what Déjà is going to be doing. She does, of course, miss out on like the social aspect of school, but her mum is a very big social media person. Like, I'm sure she gets a lot of social invitations and has a lot of friends and everything. That will be more than fine. She also has hundreds of thousands of followers on social media, even though she's only 12. She also recently had her 13th birthday, which I want as my birthday. It looked amazing. They had like an itinerary. So the first bit was like photos, and then they were doing games, and then they had like those little tents, the indoor tents with the little mattresses in them that they were going to sleep in, and all matching pajamas and all the snacks and everything, and then they were going to watch a movie, and it was going till like midnight or 12:30 or something, which is way too late for me, but as a 12-year-old I think that they would find that really fun, staying up that late. All right, so I'm going to go through the comments now. Let's see what people are saying. Yay for my sister having a baby. Yes, so exciting. Did I see the rumours that Sam, Gugs and Caleb have broken up? Yes, I did see that. It was posted on Tea Time Facebook group. So they recently unfollowed each other. And also, like, Caleb went through and archived all the couple photos of himself and Sam. And as soon as it was posted onto Tea Time, within like 5 minutes, Sam followed Caleb again. And then within about 20 minutes, Caleb followed Sam again. So I think that they don't want people to know that they've broken up, or maybe they were just sort of having a bit of a fallout and now they're okay again. But yeah, it definitely seems like something's going on. Like, that's a pretty big move to archive all the photos and unfollow each other. Okay, sorry, I just lost my spot. I'll just scroll back up again. Oh yeah, someone's saying here, Tammy didn't see or hear the drone. Please, they allowed. I agree. So with the engagement, like I was saying before, Tammy and Matt's engagement, there was a drone filming the footage that Tammy has posted. And yeah, definitely you can see and hear them. But I don't know. I don't know the situation. Maybe there's lots of drones around the Maldives. Maybe she just thought it was a social media thing. Like, they both are social media professionals. I really honestly don't think she would have been expecting a proposal. If they had been dating for 2 or 3 years, well then yeah, it would have been a dead giveaway, but I don't think she would have been expecting it after less than 3 months. Somebody's saying here that it was posted everywhere that Sopha Dopha was yelling and putting another person down at the TikTok Awards. I haven't seen anything about that. Interesting. Yeah, other people are asking about that. People are asking about Emmylou, which I've just talked about. Do I think Indy Clinton's baby name will be Star or Sky? No, I don't think so. I think that both of them are too obvious. Like, Sky is too common, firstly, and Star, I think, is too obvious based on the clues she's given. But I don't know. Maybe it could be. Okay. Matt was just online watching too, apparently. That's all right. I've only ever had positive encounters with Matt Zukowski. I think that he is really fun and really lovely. I've never had any encounters with Tammy. Like, I've never had a message from her, a like from her, like, absolutely nothing. Never seen her in real life. Never heard anything about people meeting her in real life. Yeah, but I'm really happy for them. We'll also post this on YouTube, so if they want to have a look at it, they can watch it afterwards without having to watch the live. I always post them on YouTube because someone's saying Anna left the live as soon as I'd finished talking, but that's okay. I don't mind. Lots about Emmylou. Okay, here. Love bombing is a charm tactic. Narcissistic people are pretending to be something good. Let's not forget to be unfiltered, raw, and loving isn't meant to be a red flag. I'm not really sure about what that all means, but yeah, a few people are accusing Matt of love bombing Tammy, but again, I mean, yeah, he very well possibly could be, and they don't live together, like they actually live in separate states, so yeah, it's very possible that he is the definition of love bombing, but I'd have a different opinion only because, like I said, my husband and I moved in together a week after we met. We joined bank accounts about 3 weeks after we met. Yeah. Sometimes, like I said, if you know, you know. I really hope it works out for them. Someone's saying there's been a whole heap of Emmylou documents updated on Tattle in her media gallery. Okay, I'll have to look at them after this live, I think. Been so many good updates this week, by the way. Everything's happening, especially today. Okay, just reading through more comments here. People are saying Emmylou's recipes have been copied from a Donna Hay cookbook. Well, yeah, that is very bad, if true, and I'm sure Donna Hay will seek legal action, which isn't ideal if Emmylou is trying to raise money to pay off this alleged tax debt. Okay. Oh, I also haven't heard anything further about the cheating rumours, like how Morgan, Waterhouse's friends last week, they were accusing Olivia Molly Rogers of cheating. I haven't heard any more about that, which is interesting. Jacko did say that him and Morgan were probably going to talk about it on the podcast. So if I do hear about it on their podcast, I will post about it. What's the go with Ruby Tuesday Matthews and her partner? They are always unfollowing each other. So yeah, this comes up every week. They have been posting each other this week. So Dodsey's been posting on his stories. Shannan Dodsey, that's his name. He's been posting both Ruby and Holiday on his stories. So yeah, I think everything's okay at the moment. But yes, they do unfollow each other every now and then. Domenica Colarco from Maths, she is saying, hey, so hey. Yeah, I posted her announcement to close friends today, actually. She has done a collaboration with a beauty brand and she is releasing a shimmering oil. So the marketing images for that look incredible, of course. She looks incredible, super tanned, super shimmery. And yeah, I guess it's perfect timing for summer if you would like to purchase a shimmering oil. What are your thoughts on Sam? What are your thoughts about Sam talking bad on you on her podcast? I think this is referring to Sam Googs or Sam Guggenheimer on her Just for Girls podcast, talking to her co-host Izzy Armitage, where they said about me being at the Where's Your Head At live event and how they were worded up before they went out on stage, like just to know that I was there and might say stuff about them. And they said something about how Matt and Anna had said, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. But, I mean, my thoughts about that are, I understand that when influencers are being nice to me, I'm not their friend. Like, I get that. I don't know them in real life. We aren't mates. I want to be nice to them and I like that they are nice back, sort of thing. But it's okay. It's okay if Matt and Anna say, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Like, that's just smart on their behalf. I'm not personally offended by that. Oh yeah, Kayla Itsines, she got married and the wedding looked so picture perfect. Of course, it was in her backyard, and her assistant, her personal assistant, she apparently organised every single thing because Kayla was saying she didn't even want to have a wedding. She just wanted to have like a small celebration, and the assistant was like, you're having a wedding. And then Kayla was like, well, if you do it, I'll have one. And her assistant was like, okay, challenge accepted. So yeah, I think that the assistant did really well and kept very true to like Kayla's house aesthetic, because Kayla's house is very like Kim Kardashian's. It's very, everything is like beige and perfect. And that was sort of the theme of her wedding. Oh, and also Jae, oh my gosh, I always forget his name. Jae wore like white sneakers as wedding shoes, which ruffled a few people up the wrong way, ruffled a few feathers. But I mean, what's the problem? That's my answer to everything, I suppose. Like, I always say, like, what's the problem? Like, why does it matter if he wants to wear white sneakers? Like, I think that that's good that he stayed true to himself. He probably felt funny wearing like suit shoes. But yeah, I guess it did look funny in that you wouldn't see that normally, but also it's something different. I like different. And how long have you and your husband been together? My husband and I have been together for 7 years now. And we have 2 children. So like, I think that our Tinder relationship would be considered a success story. My sister also met her husband on Tinder as well. Fun fact. Do you think Anna Paul has fallen off a bit since her breakup with Glen? No, but I do hear less about her. I feel like she's very focused on like her business at the moment, and I'm hearing a lot about her business, but I'm not hearing much about her personal life anymore. I guess because like Addis has gone offline, she's broken up with Glen, Mick no longer lives with her, so she doesn't have like drama around her anymore. She's just like businesswoman. She's probably, I assume she's still doing her OnlyFans and she's running her beauty business, and she has been losing a lot of weight, and we spoke about that like a few weeks ago in the live where there were concerns for her health. But other than that, yeah, I haven't really heard too much about her. Oh, I'm just going to screenshot that and message someone about it later. Any updates about Reese Hawkins, Tammy's ex? The only updates I have is that he's dating a girl. Like, they've posted it publicly. They're dating. Her name is Ruby Basiria or something. Basiga. Ruby someone. Kieran Stott from The Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise is Ruby's ex. And yeah, she's now dating Reese Hawkins. But he still lives in Bali as far as I'm aware. Maria Thatcher was absolutely gorgeous at the NGV Gala. She's got a gig on Neighbours too. Yes, so she is now on Neighbours. A lot of people were messaging me saying, hang on, isn't Neighbours cancelled? But no, it has been revitalised, I guess. So what happened was the channel in the UK that used to buy the episodes, they decided not to buy it anymore. So then they stopped making it. And then a different channel in the UK decided that they were going to buy it, and they're just going to buy 4 episodes a week. I think that's what it is. So they now do 4 episodes a week, and you can watch it on 10 Play. But yeah, so exciting that she's got a role in that. It's only a guest role. It's not going to be a permanent role. And I didn't see her at the NGV Gala. Oh yeah, I did actually. She went with her partner, Moana. Of course she looked gorgeous. She would look gorgeous wearing a paper bag. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on all the questions, but there's a lot. Can you let us know what ecstatic means? So this is regarding the Sopha situation where Tony Armstrong said to her, you look ecstatic. It just means you look happy. Ecstatic means like you look excited and happy. It's not a flirty thing at all to say. think there's been a lot of good topics this week. Do you think Mitch Orville and Chloe Szep will ever get married? I actually forgot about the fact they're not engaged or married. I do think they will eventually. I don't know why they haven't. I'm very surprised by that now that I think about it. Hopefully soon. Hopefully. I might message Mitch Orville and ask him tell him that he should. No, I mean, that's none of my business. I'm not really going to do that. Any news on Lucy and Nikki? Well, the only news I have is I posted it on Public Stories tonight, is I've noticed that they don't seem to have a relationship with Em Davies anymore. They weren't at her engagement party, which made sense as they were hosting a festival that day. But it's weird that they didn't then post a congratulations message or something. And then it was her birthday recently and they weren't at her birthday, and they also didn't post anything on their stories about happy birthday, Em. And then Em's recently announced her bridesmaids, and Lucy and Nikki are not in the bridal party. So I feel that there's something going on there with their friendship with Em. Do we think Chloe Szep is pregnant again? Well, interestingly, somebody else asked me that yesterday. Not by the way she looks. People were just saying she has a glow about her, and Mitch posted something the other day and there was a pregnancy test in the background of the car or something. It's possible. I mean, yeah, she could be pregnant again, but she hasn't announced it, so I guess we'll have to watch this space, won't we? All right. Sorry, I try to wrap it up after 25 minutes, but Mitch Orville said in a podcast once that they've done so much so young that they're saving engagement and marriage for when they're a little bit older. Yeah, that actually sounds like a fair thing to say, but engagement, I don't understand why you'd have to wait for it. Like I was saying with Tammy and Matt's engagement, it's just an engagement. It's just a ring. It's just a verbal commitment. There's no part, people do have engagement parties, but there's no wedding. There's no legal commitment. It's just an engagement, which is exciting, but yeah. All right. Well, I've caught up on the comments and questions, so please message me if I didn't answer your question and you want to talk about anything, and I will see you all Friday this time, so in 5 days. Thanks for joining in, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.